guys don't get it. Uti accused lawyer. When you say you couldn't identify them because they were wearing masks, who are you referring to? Zandi Kumalo responded, I'm referring to the accused. You must remember it was during COVID-19. Yeah, guys. So people are asking questions. So COVID-19 started in 2014. Guys, I want to leave it here. The first person to discover that COVID-19 happened in 2014, Zandi Kumalo. Remember, they were wearing masks, ne? And all the stuff. Remember, ne? If you don't get it, forget about it. Remember the story, ne? It just tells you that the story is fabricated. It never happened. We are not called into the we were not called into this into the identity of these people. They were wearing masks most of the time. They probably have gained weight by now. Yet you remember accused number 2. Okay, but you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. Zandi at ANCA. Now, 4:10. Bah!
Said you were busy, and I said it was busy. It was hectic in that situation. For how long did you observe the facial characteristics of both accused and in particular, both suspects, and in particular, the second suspect? How long did you take in that busyness to observe the facial features of the second suspect?
Kubona ke lokho uthi babubhizi ke khona lapho ke ukuthi ke wathatha isikhathi esingakanani ke ukuthi ubabheke ubabone ebusweni ke ukuthi banama features athile noma ma features waphi ebusweni bona bobabili ukuthi bathatha isikhathi esingakanani lokho.
Okokuqala ekitchen ilambu lasekitchen li-bright kakhulu.
Firstly, the kitchen light is very bright.
Ubona ngisho impukane idlula.
You can even see a fly passing.
Yena ususpect number 2 ngambona kahle futhi ngalesi sikhathi mangiqala ngithatha icrash ngibheka. Ngambona okokuqala bayise passage ngase ngizomshaya ngecrash ngangizama ukumshaya ebusweni.
And I saw the suspect number 2 and I looked at him. I first saw him in the passage, and when I took the crutch, I wanted to hit him in the face.
Now, and bear with me, your best educated guess in terms of time, was it a minute, was it seconds, when you looked into his face, as you state?
Uma nje ungaqagela ke sikhuluma lana ngomzuzu sikhuluma ke ngama-second uma ungathi nje ombhekile ebusweni.
Ngambona kahle into engayibhekanga nje ukuthi isikhathi mhlawumbe ngabe ku 10 minutes futhi cha ngibhekanga konke lokho kodwa ukumbona yena ngambona kahle.
I looked at him well and I saw him well and I can still recall or remember him, but the only thing that I didn't look at was
except to go to the part where you say they were wearing masks and I could not identify them, only that aspect. When you say they were wearing masks, who are you referring to?
Ngaphandle nje kwala usho khona ke uthi babefake ama-mask ngingakwazi noma identify uma uthi babe usho obani noma ukhuluma ngobani.
Mangisho njalo bengikhuluma ngama-accused.
When I said so, I was referring to the accused.
And by the accused, are you referring to which accused in specifically?
Uma ungathi ungakhuluma nje ngo baphi bona noma ukhuluma ngamuphi u-accused?
Ukhumbule advocate ngaleso sikhathi kwakuyisikhathi secorona. so wonke umuntu wayengena evala ubuso.
You remember, advocate, that at the time it was during the time of the corona pandemic, so everyone that would come in or was coming in would come in with his or her face covered.
Hey, yeah, good people. No, we are back. It is day 3. And yeah, it was the cross-examination. There's not much in terms of the cross-examination itself because I think the advocate is at the beginning phase of his cross-examination. But Naye himself, he does not have that charisma or that excitement, when he interrogates or has he cross-examined Zandi Khumalo. There are also other things that I'm about to talk about as well, as far as what happened today, but she was again exposed. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly those were just rehearsed lies. So we're going to also talk about what people are saying as this thing is trending, and people, it's all over Twitter. At some point it was trending #1 on Twitter, so we will also go into that and talk about what other people said about this very same case. But yeah, before we do that, guys, are you interested to know more about all of this? Then please stick around. As you stick around, there's only one favor that I'm requesting from you guys, and that favor is that you subscribe, you like the video, and you do comment in the comment section below. Why do you need to do all of these nice things, good people? Well, you need to do it because doing it does help out a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm to promote and spread this video to as many people as possible. So definitely, good people, the power here is in your hands. Now, speaking about the power being in your hands, Zandi Khumalo showed up in court today. Yeah, she was pretty much prepared to tell us another lies, So it was lies. You know what I'm saying? But again, nevertheless, I want you to remind you, Uguti, what the judge once said. The judge once said that he is not going to tolerate this delaying tactics that they keep applying. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was worth mentioning. So there are things that get today. She was asked in court, good day 3. Well, we saw Zandi Khumalo appearing at court, good day 3, and then being interrogated. Yeah, a lot has happened right there, and I'm trying to rush through that so I can give you so at some point, Zandi Khumalo, so I kept saying Kelly Khumalo, hey guys, you'll forgive me. But at some point, Zandi Khumalo had been asked, Uguti, were you drunk or not on the day? The response Zandi Khumalo, she responded, on a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, will you put your state of intoxication or inebriation? That was ask Ramapele, which is advocate Ramapele. The response Zandi Khumalo says, I am not new to alcohol. 2 or 3 cans don't do anything. 2 or 3 things. Oh, guys, come on. They don't do anything to me. 2 or 3 things. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So, she continued to say something as well, which I thought it was worth noticing. She said, I don't know you, and I don't know how you drink. My question is simply based on what you said you drank that day. He said, what you said you drank that day. How were you feeling in terms of intoxication? I wasn't drunk. That was a response from Zandi Khumalo, which at this moment I felt like, okay, she's got a point if she's saying, no, I wasn't drunk. So the judge interfered after that and said, nah, we can't dwell on that too much. What's the point that we're trying to achieve with that? So what's the other thing that I wrote here, which I thought it was worth your attention before we can talk about certain things that I've seen. Now, remember in the intro, I said to you guys, I played a clip where she states that these people were wearing masks, so she couldn't see them, right? In court, the same Zandi Khumalo has been able to identify, is it accuser number 2 or what? She's been able to identify that person. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen to Listen to her justification in being able to identify accused number 2. She said something that I was sitting here and like oh, what was Zandi Khumalo? She said this. Utige Zandi Khumalo utige, just as I came into this court, when I looked, my body, now listen, when I looked, my body, my spirit, and my mind just came back and I saw him. Remember previously, they were wearing masks. I did not see them. I'm going to show you something. Don't worry. I'm going to show you something. The inconsistency, guys, and the command. So she did not see him, but now she's able to point accused number 2 or go to know this is him. This is him. Look, let's leave this one, what I knew before that, and blah blah blah. But yeah, I want us to check something. You know, let's check. Let's fact check Uzandi Khumalo. Hey, Uzandi Khumalo bafethu, she's one good actor. She's one good actor. You know, listening to her interview on ENCA, and then listening to look things that she says, good Judge Maumela, and then come forward and say, look about the things that she says, good the new judge. You can see good the story man sangani. Like guys, it's not like we hate Zandi Khumalo. We've got nothing to lose, even if we hate her. Like there's nothing to gain or lose. But come on, guys, the story asisangani at all. You know what I'm saying? Look, so when she was asked ukuthi uloko uyambuza ke uloko uRamapela uthi ke awumtshele Zandi who exactly uthi Zandi, you must remember that at the time they were that it was COVID-19 and everybody was expected to wear a mask. Ramaphosa, you mean here in court? And says yes. And then Zandi Khumalo says okay, the court was adjourned and all the stuff, so she could not identify that. Now listen carefully again. In an interview currently played, look, that was playing in court because they pulled that interview. Zandi Khumalo says the first suspect should be the girlfriend or the wife, but Mandisa is not being investigated. Her phones are not being taken and all the stuff. Zandi in an interview says Mandisa against Mandisa was against Senzo and Kelly Khumalo's relationship, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, honestly, who will just allow such things? You know what I'm saying? Unless your wife doesn't love you. But again, she could have gone further. That was in that order. She could have gone further to try and make anything possible or anything necessary within her power to stop that the relationship Kelly Khumalo. And then she's even insinuating that the people that went into that house, the intruder with inverted commas, probably they might have been sent by this woman. You know what I'm saying? Umandisa. Why is she not being investigated? So she's furious about that. And Asimi again. So Zandi Khumalo continued and said, look, one of the nonsenses that we had to hear there. And then again, after that, there's something that I want us to also look at as well. But for today, yeah, those are the things that you could tell. Good to know, man. The story is so fabricated to an extent that asihlangani, no matter even if they try, but the story itself asihlangani. So after that, look, as the trial was ongoing, it was still trending on Twitter and all the stuff. So let me take you into confidence and show you some of the comments and what people had to say about the proceeding of Ikesia today. Utige omunye megabhala utige they were listening to Judge Maumela and they say the new judge at Senzo Meyiwa case is not playing games. Just stand up, please. What's your name? What's wrong with you? Zandi is not going to toy time with this one. This judge, so they were commenting on Zandi Khumalo doing those funny games and all the stuff, and the judge said, hey, stand up. What's your name? This judge Look, so that was at Theo _1 official. That's what they wrote. Yeah. But again, advocate, can we adjourn for a tea break? That's what actually happened. Advocate, can we adjourn for a tea break? Listen to how the judge responded. Judge, why are you tired? Why are you tired of cross examination? So we are both like, where was this judge all along? You know what I'm saying? At DN Koni. Yeah, where was this judge all along? Oh, at the police skin says our judge asked our public figure, who are you? Remember that Zandi Kumalo said that she's a public figure and blah, blah, blah. So now, so please get it. When the judge asks, who are you? You can't ask Ramaphosa who he is, because he is a public figure, to get a point. So in essence, what they are saying here is that, what they are telling you is that they don't know. People who are public figures don't know you. That's what they're actually saying. And I'm saying, yeah. People were very much pleased about this. But Judge to Zandi Kumalo, stand up. Sorry, ma'am. What's your name? What's your full names? What's wrong with you? I'm telling you, the man couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. Who are you? Or your social status? He will not tolerate any delay tactics. Talk about leadership. That was _Simelane. But this is leadership. Jajara Tamakhotleng, Utige Omonyamagapara, Jajara Tamakhotleng, don't want tea breaks, doesn't want lunch, wants to start at 9 and finish at 4 o'clock. No time for Fafi games. That was what is written. He just wrote, you know what I'm saying, at Velvet Child _ZA. You know, that is what people are saying. Yeah, and then let me go and check. But there's this point that was mentioned by this person, Utige at Makwala Motlo Utige. Court is a place where Muti is used so religiously. The advocate can feel sick or lose composure. People bath in Muti before coming into court. You must always pray before you enter the courtroom. I think that's a valid point. That's a valid point, right? That is a valid point, guys. So somebody said that, look, that was a tweet for yesterday. Somebody says, Utiako coach Utige, hit the like if you agree she's not sick. There's no chest pains. So I saw a comment today saying, today she's gonna have period pains because yesterday she had what is this thing? Yesterday she had yesterday she had chest pain, so today they suspected that she was to have period pains, but people are still suspecting her good eye. She's most likely to have period pain. Yeah, guys, please listen to this one, please. Utamunyege, at Edward Temba SA. Uti, listen carefully. The first person to discover that COVID-19 happened in 2014, Zandi Kumalo. Remember, they were wearing masks, ne? And all the stuff. Remember, ne? If you don't get it, forget about it. Remember the story, ne? It just tells you that the story is fabricated. It never happened. It's just one of a very good fabricated story that they think, for some strange reasons, we're going to believe that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you guys, yeah, one of the problem with lies is that you need to cover up with more lies, and the more you lie, it's the more you get exposed. So, and that, listen carefully, game. remember ukuthi the lady said that the mask and blah blah blah, and then at Miss P underscore Japa uti, according to Zandi Khumalo, Corona started in 2014. I'm pretty much sure ukuthi she's have to come and defend that. Uti ke omunye do you recognize any of these men? That was the question. Ne, Slindile asking Zandi Khumalo. Zandi, they were wearing masks. There's no way I can say hello. None of these guys have dreadlocks. Mhlawumbe bagundile right now. I can't say ukhona noma akekho. That was Zandi Khumalo, and people are asking uthi ke omunye ne, so ijaji liphakamisa izandla lathi athi hayi ivale mfana, it's over for unknown celebrity Zandi Khumalo. Because I know the lady, she's lying. That was at Tabiso underscore T. Uthi omunye meqhubeka, when Zandi made the interview with the ENCA, she was not under oath, so she can't be charged on perjury as Twitter suggests. Brasipo wants to prove she is not a reliable witness. That is an important point. Yes, I get that. And also, I think what they are trying to prove is that her statement itself, it's just so inconsistent. But don't think that that can be used as if like you lied under oath. But it has got bearing consequences. Let me remind you of something that, let me tell you about something that once happened to us. That day I was around Zonke. So what happened was that there were hitmen that were there to do their work. You know what they're doing. So I saw that Golf 7. It was in this color, if I'm not mistaken. It was in this color. Yeah, but so when I was so I was talking to a certain police as he's a friend of mine. So I was calling him and say, hey, listen, don't you know what has just happened here? Because the police station is just next to them. You know what I'm saying? So I gave the right description about the color, about the car, the make, the facial expression. I just lost it in terms of color, but I was not far because I think I said blue or green, instead of green I said blue, but I was not far. So I'm saying you can they allow you to make those mistakes nyana, but it cannot be far apart like Zandi Khumalo, where when you are saying it is this side instead of right, to get the point. Like you keep like in Zandi Khumalo, guys, it just okay, but you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. Zandi at ANCA. Now 4:10. Go show at Zach23 underscore SM. I like that. It's a very important point. He's like, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in court. Zandi Khumalo at ANCN. Look, I don't know whether it's she or he. Then he put this emoji of a talkative person. Now 4:10, Zakala. The same thing she went on where she went said on live on television. Now she's being held accountable for that. Now listen carefully. There's a point that is being made here as well by at Kanerlelo Utige Zandi Khumalo, bombshell of the day. During the drawing identities, she couldn't describe the second guy. During the ID parade, she could not identify the second guy. On the third day in court, boom! An outburst directed to the second intruder. What's that, Zandi? Let me repeat this one. Zandi Khumalo, bombshell of the day. During the drawing of the identity, she couldn't describe the second guy. During the ID parade, she could not identify the second guy. That on the day one in court, boom! An outburst directed to the second intruder. Yeah, besengimshilo ukuthi ubani. Yeah, so people I like what people are saying, you know what I'm saying. But again, if he had started the Senzo Meyiwa trial at the beginning, we would have had answers by now. Kusho the instigator. I know, I agree with the instigator, right? Yeah, but again, those are opinion of people, and I like that people are kind of like they see what is going on, and I like that, you know what I'm saying. Uthi-ke omunye makabhala la, we are not called to the identity of these people. Kusho Zandi Khumalo. They were wearing masks most of the time. They probably have gained weight by now. Yet you remember accused number 2, Zandi kusho Makosazana _B. Let me repeat what people are saying. You know, it just shows that people are look, people's intellectual capacity is being belittled by Zandi Khumalo here. We are not called into the we were not called into this into the identity of these people. They were wearing masks most of the time. They probably have gained weight by now. Yet you remember accused number 2. Oh, hey, I bafethi miyekeleni uZandi Khumalo. Yekelani uZandi Khumalo. Na uthi omunye ke la Rush Sport Sun 2 uthi check the Senzo Meyiwa after laugh. Accused lawyer, when you say you couldn't identify them because they were wearing masks, who are you referring to? Zandi Khumalo, I'm referring to the accused. Guys, if you don't get it here, the lady being exposed, like she's lying like nobody's business. Let me say it again. Listen carefully, guys. Please don't rush. The lawyer asked, who's representing accused number 1 and 2. So the lawyer asked, accused lawyer, when you say you couldn't identify. Okay, let me start afresh. Accused lawyer, when you say you couldn't identify them because they were wearing masks, who are you referring to? Zandi Khumalo respond, I'm referring to the accused. You must remember, it was COVID-19. 2014. COVID-19. Hi. Guys, 2014 there was COVID-19. 2014 again, guys. 2014 there was COVID-19. Zandi Khumalo thinks we are children here. Let me repeat this one. Perhaps you guys don't get it. Uti accused lawyer. When you say you couldn't identify them because they were wearing masks, who are you referring to? Zandi Khumalo responded, I'm referring to the accused. You must remember it was during COVID-19. Yeah, guys. So people are asking questions. So COVID-19 started in 2014. Guys, I want to leave it here. I've seen people in my comment section saying, Jem, you guys, you hate Zandi Khumalo. Please tell me today, do I still hate Zandi Khumalo? There was there COVID-19 in 2022. I want you guys to tell me the truth. Was there, sorry, not 2022, but in 2014, was there the COVID-19, from my knowledge, I think it started around in 2020, you know what I'm saying? March, if to be precise, I think around the 26th of March. 2014, there was no COVID-19. This lady, I'm telling you, I've been saying to you guys, the best actor we've had in this country, lied live. That's why she did not want her voice to be aired, and because she couldn't afford to lie in public. She's just wasting our time.